Billy, first of all, welcome to Park Hall. Now let's go back to your early days. You signed for Doncaster Rovers in the academy system when you were 10 years of age.
There a long time. Obviously, went through the system, went into the first team. I had 2 or 3 years as a pro there, which were really good. Invaluable experience. I'll always have a soft spot for the club. Obviously, where I've come from when I was a young boy, I had season tickets as well. So, a great club, and I still keep an eye on what they're doing now. So, and I've still got a lot of friends there.
And then a West Yorkshire team come knocking, and you move to the mighty Leeds United.
Yeah, massive club. Obviously, I was a bit taken away by it when I went there. Still got, like I said, still got a lot of friends there as well. But it doesn't surprise me that where they are in the table now. I think it just wanted to be the right manager who came in, got the club right, and I think when I was there, we just missed the playoffs, which was a shame under Gary Monk. But like I said, now massive club, and I'll always be grateful for my chance what I played in the first team, and now to act to myself off the pitch as well. So yeah.
And you played in the FA Cup game against Sutton United. You won't need reminding of the score though.
Yeah, well, like I was saying before, it's such a weird game in terms of how the game panned out, And I think it sort of was. I think deep down everyone sort of knew what we was going into, and it was sort of going to be a fairy tale. The teams he'd beat already in the in the cup as well, and it was a tough one from start to finish. And I think you reflect on it now and you think, well, that's probably never going to happen for a number of years again now. So, but I'm glad I was part of it because it's a memory then. So yeah.
And then leaving Leeds United, the journey from South Yorkshire to West to North Yorkshire was complete because a couple of non-league sides that you played for, but you ended up at Tadcaster.
I think, like I said before, I didn't have a club for 6 months, which struggled a lot, in terms of trying to find my way back. And obviously went to Tadcaster, like I said, forever in debt to the club for what they did for me. Give me a platform to play every single week, the right coaches, the right people at the club. The club's run, spot on. And like I said, playing every week, having the freedom to play, and I think that's why obviously I've wanted to move back into full-time football, which I said I'll always be grateful to them, and I hope they do promotion this year.
And then the new Saints came knocking, and indeed you had that opportunity to get back into full-time football. What were your first thoughts when TNS were interested in you?
Very excited. Obviously, the thing for me is obviously trying to be full-time again. Did my research on the club, massive club. Spoke to the manager a lot, and straight away I think I knew I was definitely interested after having a chat with him. He came down last week to have a chat as well and showed me around, and I think straight away he sold the club to me, and I was hooked straight after that. And I just can't wait to get playing games, training every day, and get to know the lads more.
And the club had been tracking you for quite some time, so I guess as a player it's always a nice feeling to feel wanted.
Yeah, definitely. I think the thing is, obviously, when other clubs do come knocking, come and have a watch, you think, well, which manager wants you the most? And I think that's the most attractive move you want to go to, in terms of if the manager wants you, you want to play for him, and he wants you to play for him as well. So I think obviously when I knew the interest was there, definitely I think it was only a matter of time until it got done.
And when we talk about other clubs where you have been linked in the press, at least with the likes of Cardiff City, Leicester City, Watford, and other clubs in the English Football League system, but you chose the New Saints.
Yeah, like I said, I think it's the one with the manager, when you definitely know the manager's interested. And this is a step forward for me. Obviously I want to play as much as I can, like I said, be full time, and with the other clubs coming in, I knew that a lot of clubs did come to watch, but this is the one which definitely showed enough interest for me to be here at the club and want to kick on again.
And it's your first day here at Park Hall. You've trained with the players this morning. How did that go?
Yeah, the lads welcomed me straight away. I think the moment I walked in, they're all friendly, introduced themselves, and that's all you can ask for. It's sometimes never really nice coming in as a new lad. It can be quite nerve-wracking for you, but it was all great. Trained this morning, like I said, and yeah, I've enjoyed it.
And you brought some nice weather with you because this time last week the pitch was unplayable and the players were in the leisure centre.
Yeah, well, I hope it stays like this. Obviously, try and train all week and then build for Friday's game. But it wasn't great weather where I was either, so
And what did you know about Welsh football in general before signing for TNS?
Obviously, it wasn't my first thing I researched, but obviously when I knew the interest was there, I think you still have a look at the scores, look at the teams who are in the league, you look at the players who've played in the league and who's gone back into bigger teams again, and after that, obviously I've done my research definitely on the New Saints, and now I sort of know where the history is at, where the club aspires to be and everything, so I'm looking forward to what the future brings, and obviously what the future brings till the end of the season if we can win the league, and obviously that's the plan.
So you're a footballer, you train 4 or 5 days a week, you play 1 or 2 games, but what does Billy Whitehouse like to do outside of the game?
I think I'm quite a curious guy, anything interests me. So like I was saying before, I like to read books, a lot of stuff like that. Anything really. Anything comes up in conversation I'm quite interested to have a chat about, Like I was saying before, my uncle's a golfer, so a lot of sport is in my family, My family love football especially, obviously. But anything, I'm quite a family orientated thing, so it's a lot going out for food, whatever it is, spending time with the family. So that's definitely what I'm into. Yeah.
And your uncle is a professional golfer with a club.
Yeah.
Now, footballers are well known for their love of the game of golf. And we do have 1 or 2 players here at the New Saints who also appreciate golf as well. Yeah. Are they going to get challenged by you?
I don't know, not sure yet. I might have to do a little bit of practice first. I think it's been a while since I have had a blast on the golf course, but I think my uncle will be a bit disappointed with me when I say that. But yeah, we'll see in the summer. I'll see you soon, obviously. First impressions last, so I want to bring my A game.
And you've joined a very successful team here at the New Saints, and the first challenge for you personally is to break into that starting 11.
Yeah. I respect the manager. Obviously, he's been totally honest with me when I first walked through the door. He said, you can't expect us to obviously walk into the team, and I'll do as much as I can to get in the team. If that means playing out of position, I don't mind as long as I'm in the team. If it gets 10 minutes and I prove myself, then that's fine. Obviously, I know there's good players here, so I don't expect to demand anything. I want to come in, get my head down, work hard, and prove to the manager, the lads, the fans, everyone at the club that I'm good enough to be at the club and kick on.
And for those associated with the club and the wider game in Wales as well, what can we expect from you on the pitch?
I think you'll see a bit of everything. I think work rates are given for any club what you work at. A lot of skill, technical, that's what type of player I am. I'm not the biggest, but I'll get my body into things, and I try and get the fans off the feet, so it's one of those things, and I'll just give 110% every single game, and I think that's all you can expect. But yeah, definitely someone who wants to get on the ball, a lot of assists, goals, that's how I want to play off the front man. So yeah, bit of everything.
Well, Billy, thank you for your time today. I'm sure this will be the first of many interviews with the New Saints. And finally, again, welcome to Park Hall.
Thank you.